Morning everybody, welcome once again to Club Sunbury. It's finals day at the Under-18 State Champions for 2024. We've already had one final decided this morning, our open triples, and we move now into the mixed pairs final. We have Chloe SCHERGER leading up here on the mat, teaming up with BAILEE RANDELL. And they are up against ADDY and Nick ROWLEY. Should be an absolute cracker, and fresh off the green is Kobe Cromie into the commentary box.
Hello, Sam.
Good start to the day. A couple more finals to come for you, sir.
Yeah.
Good win?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was a pretty high-standard game. Jim and I were very impressed. And still alive going into the last end. Sort of seemed comfortable for most of the game, but things tightened up late.
Yeah, we sort of had it, and then dropping that 5 didn't help. Gave them a real big chance in the game.
Mixed pairs final. We're playing 3-bowl pairs, 15 ends, no time limit. And a respot on the 2-metre mark. Chloe plays a good one with her last. And a couple rinks over. It's the inaugural under-13 singles final. Got Flynn Cassidy from Moonee Valley taking on Bailey Bradley from Kilmore. He's got his Bendigo Dragons under-18 squad gear on. Keep an eye on the scores as they come through. They're playing 1st to 21.
Should be a really good game, that one over there.
Yeah, it should be. They both had close games. They snuck away late, but they had to work for their semi-final wins this morning. Their second game for the day. Nick ROWLEY's been in some good form at the championships. This is his first final here. Mixed pairs action, and he's drawn a great shot with his second bowl.
He had a tight game in the boys' pairs as well yesterday in the semi. Him and Harry Coleman.
Getting after this one again, we've seen a few times streamed this morning and yesterday how wide this rink is playing.
Yeah, it turns a lot on the ditch side there. It's a very good rink to play on though, very consistent.
So BAILEE looks like, what are they, just the one down here?
Yeah, looks like
Hard to
it.
get after the bowl. Any thoughts? Forehand draw to the spot would be enough, or is there a few angles on the backhand?
There's the shot through the gap if he gets it right.
We'll take it, good shot. That's what he's lining up for.
His backhand.
Searching here on the opening end of the mixed pairs final.
Looking at it.
Needs a clear run.
Just hitting his front one there.
One shot to the way of ADDY and Nick ROWLEY on the opening end. As we said, plenty more finals to come today. We've got the girls singles final between Maya Rees and Akasha Fortune. That'll be on the live stream this afternoon. Alongside that will be the boys pairs final, which you're playing in, teaming up once again with Kane Wilson, taking on Alessia DeCipio and Eridani Wheeler. So a few Fitzroy guys have had good runs in the under-18 state champs this year. And the boys singles final later on this evening, which you're playing in again.
Yeah.
Against Jakey Cartwright. starter from ADDY. Both leads playing opposite sides of the rink early days. There's a little bit of difference. This ditch side's a fraction wider, is it?
Yeah, the ditch side definitely turns a lot more. Obviously, ADDY playing the wider side and Chloe opting for the tighter side. Not too far away here. Fair effort, ADDY Ryan.
And he started, so Bailey and Chloe had to overcome Lacey Kiss from Paynesville and Max Heaton Harris, who's been on heat this week as well. 16-15, they got the win in the semi-final on Friday afternoon.
He's had a very good week, Max, just unlucky not to make a final.
Yeah. It's been the case for a few that have... And the quality's been so good. It's not easy getting all the way through to a final. They're taking on, of course, Nick and ADDY. They won their semi-final against the alternative pairing of Mia O'Reilly and Cooper Sutton. They won 17 shots to 8. Chloe's just overcorrected with her last. Good line. 6 lead bowls. I did panic that we were running an hour behind schedule for this game, as the clock up on the dome bar over there is still an hour in front. Hopefully that's been fixed now for us. We're still on track, it's okay.
Not too many
we'll get
times
your finals in before.
Run behind in a junior event.
No, we were saying that before the last game. Guys absolutely fly through on the mat. No messing about, know what shot you got to play and get it done, as Nick Rowley does just that. Sneaks underneath and draws the shot. Plenty of support coming through in the comments for both teams. Riley Cameron, Jackie Wardrope are on board. Mickey West tuning in as always, as Bailey Randall looking to draw this side the side on the forehand. It's a little bit of assistance. It's pretty good. Falls back. It's probably right anyway without that touch. It was in the zone.
Yeah. Always in the area.
Alright, back over it. Nick Rowley played a good one with his first bowl at the end. Has been forced to change hands back onto the forehand. Try and turn his own or get back to the shot bowl.
Seems interested in it.
Seen worse attempts.
Fair effort here.
They're getting there in time. Oh, it's a good shot. Just didn't have enough weight to turn the shot bowl once. Still one down.
Fair effort though.
Still a chance for Bailey as well, Cope, to get up there and touch the jack down the line and change the shape of the head.
Gets the jack down the line, makes 3. Just a touch short.
Nick just sailing on past. Doesn't come to a bad home. They've got a couple all the way through.
Still the same shot for Bailey though. Sit next, get the jack down the line.
Yeah, still pretty good chances. It's not far away. Just got to add a couple foot in weight.
Just asking it to turn.
Fair attempt here. Just needs to hurry up. Just falling short. What a great end of bowls. It'll be a single. Away of Chloe and Bailey, and tied up at 1 apiece through the first two ends.
What are your predictions for this game, Sam? Do you know?
Just making sure I'm well nourished after this game. What are my predictions? Extra end.
Yep.
Nick Rowley to play the winning bowl. Pretty fair?
Yeah.
How about you? You going to give me a prediction?
I don't
It's
reckon
about
it'll
the only
get to an
final you're not in, so...
Probably won't get to an extra end, but I reckon BAILEE Randall to be up by 1 going into the last end.
Okay, good, yeah. Yeah, very hard to split. All 4 players very, very even in ability. Just who's able to find ring number 6 in the conditions here at Club Sunbury under the dome a bit better on the day will make all the difference. Oh, he's fixed up her line but just missed the weight. Favouring this ditch side of the rink. First couple of ends. Easy to miss the line under here. Especially on that side.
It's not an easy side to play, but if you can pick it well, it can be very helpful in the game.
Able to make the correction, holds a couple. ADDY last bowl for her on end number 3.
Definitely wider. Just lacking the pace there.
Cassidy leading Bailey Bradley 3 shots to 2. Early stages of our under 13 singles final. Chloe and Bailey hold 4 shots. Don't think that'll stay the same. I wouldn't imagine so. Nick has 3 attempts to draw the shot. Plenty of room. Player of his abilities needs to clear the front with this one.
Back him to get at least 1 in there.
Yep. Is Bailey wide enough to clear the pack here? He is.
Just a touch quick, that's all.
Just overplayed it. Nick just got to get out to this pink bowl on the left of the line. Beats that, he's the shot. Much higher here.
Fair
As we
shot,
said,
Nick Rowley.
there's too much room for Nick Rowley. Draws a toucher and gets all the way in behind.
Flops back as well.
Gives Bailey not a lot to play at here. Any thoughts?
I think he's got to just get another one in there.
Still a lot of room even to draw 2 and if he gets after it.
It's only 1 down. Home weight. Just missing under there.
Right, gives Nick Rowley a chance to add a second in. There's a couple of foot of room to do so. This will turn late. Has he done enough, Kobe? I reckon just needs to stop.
Falls in.
Oh, went to fall in.
One.
So, exchanging singles, early stages here. ADDY and Nick leading 2 shots to 1 through the first 3 ends of this mixed pairs final. Under 18 state champions week. We've got under 13 singles final also taking place. There's already one title gone the way of the Cassidy household this morning.
Yep.
Jack's younger brother Flynn is in action. Hoping to add another one. He leads 3 too early, but Bailey Bradley's just picked up one to tie things up at 3 apiece.
I'm sure Flynn will let his brother know if he gets the win.
100%. 100% he will. There was a few times you saw Flinny looking over in our direction just to see see what the go was.
I think he was more interested in our game than he was in his own.
Yes. First time we've run the under 13 singles and been a good response, good entry numbers and some quality bowls.
I think it's really good giving those younger ones a chance.
Sure we'll see it continue to grow next year as ADDY Warren holds a couple here after the first few bowls. Last one's going to force ADDY to swap over to the forehand, turn around on the way in. ADDY holds at least one on the crossover here. Doesn't have to add to the count, so forces Bailey to come up with a good one. And that was okay, just hasn't sent it. The longer the end goes on, the pressure builds. Though Nick Rowley doesn't look wide enough. It's trying to turn late. What is it, do you reckon, Cobra? There's still a couple to ADDY and Nick.
Yeah, I reckon ADDY's front one.
This will improve their situation.
It's definitely one now.
It's a couple times Nick Rowley has used his second and third bowls to absolutely put one right on top of the jack.
I'd be playing the wide side if I was Bailey. Inside Addies, you half a
Depends.
chance.
If they're 3 down, you turning that far, you're nearly getting all the way back and getting a piece of the jack. He's going to come for a closer look.
Either hand, you got to get through the gap anyway.
Cobes, he's
got a bit of
over
weight
the
on it.
backhand, but searching. Gets the front one at a strange old angle. It runs away from the head. See what it is. Just a 1.
Yep.
4 singles to start the mixed pairs final. 3 of them have gone the way of ADDY and Nick. They lead 3 shots to 1. Sort of still just coming to grips with the on ring 6. Nick Rowley's drawn a few good ones with his last few bowls to really nail one on top of the jack. But if either lead can jump right on, go a long way to winning this final. Cassidy leading 4 shots to 3. The under 13 singles final, 21 up. ADDY's still persisting with this ditch side of the ring. It's been thereabouts, but yet to really nail the jack.
Fair start by Chloe there. Good shot, ADDY Ryan.
Just to fix up the track and did it superbly. Still half a chance here for Chloe. Bailey's definitely interested. Hurry up now.
Very good reply.
Good shot, still down, gets him a great second and something to work with.
Another good shot there by ADDY Ryan. Good shots, Chloe.
Pretty fair indeed. Turns the ball out for nearly a couple.
Good end by both players though.
We were waiting for both leads to jump on. Let us down there. 6 cracking lead bowls. Sort of all have ended up jack high, so still a chance for Nick to play into this head. Turn bowl over the jack.
touch under there.
Yeah, I wonder if he just underplayed it a fraction. Play up to that and get the jack right out in the open.
Jacks move a bit though on the carpet, so you don't need
Yeah, we
too
were
much
saying that
weight.
there was one head in your game that's set up like that. See here, this forehand.
Just under again.
It's only just going under. We've got a few past there. Bailee's got to try and get to the last bowl, you would have thought. Well, it's another one in the area. It's still maybe only a couple.
Still got to play the same shot though.
Yeah, you can't go big weight and rip both their own out. They're in a world of hurt. A little bit of contact on the shot bowl.
He's just got to play for the outside of the pink. Get any touch on that, changes it up.
I was going to say it wider. It was fractionally still ducked across. Fair end of bowls here at number 5 of this mixed pairs finals. Bailey Randell, how hard does he try to get another one in here? Not very.
He's taking it.
He's taken. He won't play his last bowl. He'll take the 2. First multiple of the game. Ties things up at 3 apiece. They're the opening 5 ends. Third of the way through mixed pairs final, and nothing separating both teams in the game and on the scoreboard.
Certainly a change in length though.
Leeds are able to lock in on the previous end. Let's see if they can continue the momentum. Three bowls, build their head up. A couple in the area and one pass, especially on this length, is very handy. ADDY's just overplayed this one. The under 13 singles final, a couple rinks over. Cassidy leads 6 shots to 3. All of this end just coming down, possibly holding one. Chance here for Chloe with her last. Have to probably change over to her back end. Past the front is enough to count.
Good shot at it, right?
Play just falls over late. Would have preferred it to stand up in front of the jack. What a shot from Bailey Randell, gets a piece of the ball and the jack down the line for a couple.
It's a very good shot, that one.
Yeah, did want to play the right weight. Give it a chance. If he missed, he was staying on.
Couldn't have played it much better.
This game just starting to heat up. A few good conversions being played.
Close again. Two good shots there, Bailey, Randall.
Not bad here.
Close
Copes.
here.
Surely that's enough to get back to shot bowl.
That's a great shot, Nick Crowley.
Around, skips are going bowl for bowl here on net number 6. Couple nice draw shots, good conversions.
Close again.
Just needs to
Just a touch
down.
wide.
He played that with nice arriving speed to sit the ball through. It's been a high quality end, this one. Chance for Nick Rowley with his last bowl to add a second in. On the backhand, he got a nice high line here. He doesn't want to go anywhere near the head and turn Bailey's in. Doesn't want that. Well, does it fell the right way or not? Call it, Cobes. What is it?
I reckon one to Bailey there.
You reckon one to Bailey?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're not wrong yet. All over it, Cobes. So much so that we'll let you leave the commentary box. You're heading out. You've got to go prepare for another final.
Yes, thank you, Sam.
We'll see you out there very shortly. Thanks for giving up your time to jump in on commentary for us. There's a one the way of Chloe and Bailey. They retake the lead. 4 shots to 3. Back-to-back ends for the first time in this game. And Chloe's used just about every bit of rank number 6 here at Sunbury to keep the jack on. We respotted back on the 2-metre mark and we begin the 7th end. And a change in the commentary box. You did so well yesterday. I thought it'd be nice enough to invite you back. I'll take you on mute. Tanya Devlin.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
This game took a while to get going, but the last few ends have started to pick up. A few good conversions on the last end. I've tipped an extra end and Addy to Nick to take it. Cobes has tipped Bailey to play the winning bowl with his last. Who's your tip?
I actually don't know.
No, you can't know.
I don't know.
I can't say you did a good job, invite you back, and then not give us a prediction.
I'm going to tip Nick and Addy.
All right. You're close either way. There's nothing to separate them so far. Both leads still. Playing opposite sides of the rink. Addy preferring this ditch side, if you like. Has just started to find it. If you can find that side of the rink,
Great pair of bowls by Addy.
very hard to lead against. Builds no target whatsoever. I didn't know how we go after yesterday, but everyone who jumped on commentary is literally yelling at me to get back on. There's a queue of about 10 people I've got ready to go.
No, well, if you ever need anyone.
Yeah,
I'm on.
good. I'll rotate around throughout the afternoon. There's plenty of spectators of here, under 18s that have been knocked out the week. They're here to support their club mates, teammates, junior squad mates, if you like.
Got to make the parents bring us up here.
Great couple of lead bowls by ADDY. Gives Bailey a job to do here. Miles away. Just needs to hold on. There's been a few times where bowls have narrowly missed underneath. Here's ring number 6. Playing fairly wide on both hands. Got to get out towards the peg. If you're somewhere near the top of the blue line, as you say, you're not going to be far away, especially on this ditch side that Nick's playing now. Very rare to see a bowl finish wide on that hand. At the right weight, see if he can fix it up, because Bailey's missed out with his second bowl at the end, so half a chance here for Nick and ADDY to pick up a number. Bailey still with one left. Almost blocks up what Bailey was probably trying to play on the back end. Come on, expert. What's he going to play now? He's a couple down.
I reckon he swaps over. ADDY's bowl's a bit more to the left, so can either sit that through or get the jack.
Known to back himself on the weighted shots, Bailey Randell. Wonder if we'll see one here.
Yep, he's lining up for one.
Kill!
Well, got the kill, but playing a respot on the 2 metre mark here at all our disciplines here at under 18 state champs. It'll be respotted, and it'll still be one to the back blue bowl of ADDY, is it? Your eyes are going to be better than mine. There you go. All right, still a bit of room with Nick Rowley for his last bowl to add a second in. Looks to be on the right line for it.
Giving it away early,
I didn't know if he turned his back because he thought it was horrific or he knew he was in the count. It stopped in time. It'll be... I'm going to say it'll be 2. It is. They regain the mat and regain the lead. ADDY and Ryan and Nick Rowley for 7 ends. Lead 5 shots to 4. We've got the mat all the way back, and Jack roll about halfway up the line, so close to the longest end we've seen so far in this game. Far away again from ADDY. What's the plan for the rest of the day? Sticking around to watch the girls singles final?
Yeah, hoping to stay all day actually, but I'm not sure how Mum feels about that.
Of course, Maya from Drysdale. Both of you guys from Drysdale, obviously.
Yep.
Playing in the girls singles final against Akasha Fortune. That'll be on stream later this afternoon. Should be an absolute cracker.
Should be a very good game.
Both girls in some pretty good form.
decent by Chloe.
Late turn gets all the way back to the line. The under-13 singles final on the ring next door was a close measure. We had to get Lee Wesley, our umpire, here out to determine who won the previous end. Flint and Cassidy still with a lead, 7 shots to 5. Both lads look to be pretty evenly matched. He's played that absolutely superbly. Always a chance to turn Addies in, or if he got underneath, draw the shot. Bailey searching on the back end here. I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
What a shot that is. A tough shot, tough weight to play on this green, especially on that hand. He's played it to perfection and turned the bowl out without a piece of the jack for one. Nick's opted to change hands here and play a very similar shot, and I tell you what, it's a little piece of the jack. It might be close to a couple now. How's Bailey gone here? Either side. He was right, a little unlucky. What's Nick doing here, you reckon? Come on, this is why you're here, because you know I haven't played on this green all week, and you have. So I don't know, you know them better than me. Play aggressive player. Someone told me last night Nick never plays sort of real big weight, more searching.
He doesn't really have anything towards the back left. So, just looking to sit the pink, if anything. His weight was actually pretty good, just his line.
That's not what he's wanted. He's flicked that in, so definitely a couple. Looks all right. He just needs a clear road past the front. And stops in time to count, so it'll be a multiple the way here of Chloe and Bailey. Just how many is it? The lead will change once again. Only ones and twos to start this match. Is that about to change?
Three to Chloe and Bailey.
3. A good pickup, absolutely cracking shot by Bailey Randall with his, what was it, second bowl of the end to get that bowl out clean? Or was it the first?
First bowl.
Lucky someone was paying attention, that's good. Apologies, you and I are both mistaken there. That was 4. Was pretty confident Addy put down,
Yeah,
put down
Addy
3.
put down 3 fingers.
sure if there's an easier of the two hands here on number 6, but the side Chloe's playing seems to be just a fraction friendlier. Whenever 3 bowls, she's often sort of nailed the weight and just been underneath, but it means they've always got one thereabouts as Chloe. Comes to a good spot with that one. How's ADDY gone here? Just needs to hang around. Just drifting on under. Thereabouts. Couple to Chloe on the changeover. Cassidy getting on top in the under 13 singles final, leads 9-5, and there might be another 1 or 2 to go on there. Of course, first to 21. Just going to jump on, shim the backhand and draw the shot. Too far away here. Oh, he's managed to nearly find an impossible gap and not draw the shot. In fact, he's still down. That's remarkable. He hasn't sat either bowl fat and fell back in.
Nick's not too far away with this one.
He's pretty unlucky with his first bowl at the end. I think he's made the correction this time around.
Yeah, good shot by Nick.
Too much room for Nick Rowley. Draws a shot. You know, Bailey Randell won't be afraid to play any weight if needed. Don't mind this. Take a bit of extra time. Have a look what's going on there. Just the one down. He's any chance. Yeah, good shot. I think he's already made his mind up just to play over the draw, sit the bowl, trail the jack if he was to go both bowls. Oh, have I completely lost the plot? Yeah? Back me up a bit.
Yeah, I can't really see him playing any weight though. I mean, if he only manages to get the one and then he only picks up a one anyways, so the trail would be good for a couple.
Not a bad area, just got to turn a little bit. Just on the outside, sits close and falls back and makes sure it's definitely one. Nick has last bowl at the end, they dropped a 4. the previous, so needs to make this one count.
Yeah, Nick pretty close again.
Look at it run away late. I reckon it's gone too far. It might only be one. It is. Well, they needed to win that end. They pick up just the single. Still trail 6 shots to 8 after 9 ends of this mixed pairs final. They've opted to change the length up here. They've still got the mat all the way back. They've got the jack up the top of the line. See who can nail it first. Chloe with a clear run here is pretty good.
Yeah, very good start by Chloe.
Played it perfectly. Giving that one more of a chance, finishes in behind.
Addy's not too far away with this one. Just needs to hurry. It's a good second shot.
Score update in the under 13 singles final. Flynn Cassidy leads 10 shots to 5 over Bailey Bradley. Flynn looks like he's scored on this end as well. 1, maybe 2. Chloe's played an absolute ripper with their last couple of cracking lead bowls. There's a Nick Rowley manages to find the only gap on that side of the head without touching any bowl or getting a piece of the jack. Comes to a good spot. Still finds himself a couple down. Bailey Randall wouldn't mind missing and finishing in behind here. Has done just that. Comes to a really, really handy home. Nick Rowley, you play the same bowl and just hoping to get a better result. Don't want to overcorrect and then not give it a chance. No, he's not far away. Turns out he's bowled down 1. Bailey Randall's going to try and draw up here on the backhand. He doesn't mind the way it's set up at the moment. Gaps either side. But if you can hurry all the way to the jack and draw a side touch-up, or finish in behind is probably even better, Taya.
Gonna make it a little bit harder for Nick. Does give him something to sit off of though.
Last shot bowl was about a bowl in behind, sort of past where Chloe's is, so he can use Chloe's and still get back to the shot bowl. Chloe and Bailey picked up a 4. Last time we played this direction, they currently hold 3. And Growley's not short this time around. It's a good result. Might have got second shot out of that. Randell thinks he's a little quicker out of the hand. Yeah, he's a pretty good judge because it sails on by. I'll have a look. Confirmed as just the one, so once again, hard to find any momentum in this game, but the 4 really stands out now. On at number 8, Chloe and Bailey lead 9 shots to 6. As we enter the final 5 ends of this game. I reckon Taylor at any stage of the game, Addie's going to try and change hands. They've played opposite hands the whole game.
I think she'll stick with it. I think she'll just try to keep putting them on the way she is.
Chloe's led fairly well. Another handy starter again. There's that perfect weight we were talking about.
Addie hasn't been too far off on that hand, just her weight more than anything. Good pair by Chloe.
Jumped onto the backhand side and drew the shot. Common theme in all these games I've seen this week, none of you take any time on the mat whatsoever. Either you're really good and know what you're doing, or I don't know what the opposite is, but
I don't know, I think a lot of us just have a pretty quick delivery. Just see the shot, play the shot.
Know what's going to be done. See if Addie can repeat something similar with her next. Doesn't want to open it up, doesn't like it. Drifting across, will this get in Bailey's way? Probably not, still underneath that. Well, it doesn't make it easier given how wide this hand's playing. Maybe forces him into a bit of extra speed on the forehand side if that's the hand he chooses to play. Needs to hold on in time to get up to Chloe's. Turn that over the shot bowl to pop it out.
Sticking with the forehand, just a bit more weight.
Yeah, right out here to get up there with that sort of speed. Pop the bowl out, just missing underneath. Too far away here. He's nearly drawn another shot.
Very, very handy spot back there.
Yeah, good call. Really good home. lining up here. He's going to try and remove the shot bowl over the jack. Didn't mess around there, that was quick. He gets a piece of Chloe's bowl, the shot bowl goes flying out of the head, I suppose. Still one down, Nick with a delicate draw shot, doesn't want to overplay it and turn the shot bowl over the jack. It's going straight to Chloe's otherwise. Just underneath, builds the target slightly. Come on, expert, give us your thoughts on this one.
I don't think he'll play weighted it again. I think he'll be looking to turn Chloe's, even if it gets on Addy's shot bowl.
Just the danger if he goes big and manages to get Chloe's bowl at the wrong angle. Could open everything up and take both of Chloe's bowls out of the head.
Opting to play the backhand, he'll be looking to sit Addy's bowl onto the jack and pop it back to Chloe's back bowl.
Urging this one to turn. Tough shot to play under the dome here at Sunbury. As nice a green it is to play on, that sort of weight, it's really hard to get back to the line in time. So back over to Nick Rowley with his last bowl of the end. Won't get too many chances to draw shot to add to the count. Doesn't have a lot of room to do so. But to win these sort of finals in a game like this where it's been so tight, it might make all the difference. Decent enough line. Oh, it's a good attempt. Just passing on by, it'll be an end. The way of Addy and Nick, they pick up a single. Still trail, 7 shots to 9 through 11 ends. It's been back and forth the whole game. Addy and Nick have won 6 ends. 5 of them have been singles. Based off what I've seen this week, Joey, I'd have to agree that Nick's the best bowler in the family by a mile.
He's bowled very well this week.
And he started by Addy as we begin end number 12, of course, a 15-end final here. For the mixed pairs final. With a handy couple of openers to this end. Played another good one here. Actually get a piece of the jack is all time. Gets all of it. Well, that's what we were waiting for. One lead to really dominating Group 3 bowls on an end. There it is. Not to be outdone. It's close shot. What a shot that is. It's all the way in behind the jack for one.
Not many people can do that one.
That's a pretty good shot. Fan of bowls developing here, and Bailey Randall in trying to draw another shot. It's crashed into Nick's last one and turned it down on top of the jack. He's given away the shot in doing so. I imagine Nick would be pretty happy just to get somewhere past, maybe even get all the way behind and cover the respot. Bailey initially jumped on the mat. He knew what shot he was going to play. He's just reassessed. Still has two bowls to come on this end. Sticking with the backhand draw. Turns enough that you can get back down to the jack in time. Something a bit like this.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
shot.
not a bad shot. He's turned the shot ball over. I'm not sure if he's done enough for shot, but he gives himself a much better look at it for his last. So if he missed the bowl and clipped the jack, he was right. Not enough to get the shot. Nick Rowley's bowl still one. Where do you try and get to now if you're Nick? It's best head of the game by far. Going to have a chat to the old man and discuss what shot to play. Darryl Rowley on coaching duties. Alrighty, so Nick trying to get to the back has actually turned Chloe's one all the way through. Chloe confirming they're definitely one down. Yeah, Bailey's a chance to almost play the same shot and touch the jack down the line for a multiple. This would be huge in the context of this final there. 2 up on the board, only a few wins remaining. Not over yet. Oh, now it is. Gave it a great chance with a weight to trail the jack. It'll be another single away of Addie and Nick. Get the margin back to 1. They trail 8 shots to 9 with 3 ends to go. How's my extra end looking here? Gonna be half a chance.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past me.
The 13s singles final. Cassidy's gone on a bit of a roll to lead 14 shots to 6. Where became this one? 9 shots to 8 through 12 ends. There's been 1-4 the way of Chloe and Bailey. The rest's all 1s and 2s. Have won 7 ends, 6 of those being singles. Looked a close game on paper, and that's the way it's played out. Save their best to last on in number 13. Runs all the way up to the jack.
That's why we love throw ball pairs.
Chloe still with a chance to respond, not wasting any time. Number 13 of this 15-end final. Just 3 ends to play, including this one. Addie Ryan and Nick Rowley currently holding 1. Alright, Bailey Randall's almost ran far enough to draw second, not quite. There's still room for Nick Rowley to add here. If he's the right speed, he could almost draw it underneath. Well, I reckon it has. There's a couple. Bailey sticking with this backhand draw, needs a small correction in speed. Definitely giving it more of a chance. Needs to hold on to the shot bowl. Well, he's done well. He's got himself definitely second shot and has a bit more room to work with. few more options, has the last bowl of this 13th end. Here if we're Nick holding shot, there probably needs another one in the area still.
I'd say he's just trying to turn up addies, make it definitely one.
Noting for this to run most of the way. I reckon he's got to play more than a metre to hold on if he's playing underneath the way that hand's turning. I don't know if he can sit the bowl, Taylor. I think it's going to turn too much with that sort of weight. He's got to try and swing the bowl out. Or draw the shot on the forehand.
Certainly looks like a lot more than a metre of weight.
Either way, it's still pretty close.
Oh.
Just to find the gap. You're right, if he played fractionally less speed, he might have the gap out of play. Tough shot either way. Third single in a row, the way of Addy and Nick, and we're tied up. 2 ends to play, 9 shots apiece. Extremely low scoring affair. Shows how tight the game has been.
The next round's looking very good right now.
Yeah, I forgot to tell the guys there's only a 13 end match for the final, and the extra end starts now. I'll take one end if either lead can dominate here. This is a pretty handy opener. Exactly what Addy and Nick could be looking for.
They've opted to go back to the long ends. It's worked out well for them.
4 of the last 5 ends, all singles, but they needed to after dropping that 4 halfway through the game. Bailey and Chloe, a bit of a chat just to reset in the middle of the green as we see a bit of weight from Flynn Cassidy in the under 13 singles final. It's about 3 down. He's killed the Jack's gone about 4 rinks over, and he might have ended up with the shot there, leading 14-7 at the moment. Bradley's bowl has followed through and just rolled out of bounds. Darryl Ryan will put it back on the respot. Now, is that even the under 13 singles there? Letting drives go better than me, that's good. Get the long measure out for that one.
They had it ready to go.
They did. Addy with a good opening bowl this end, and then a second one just in behind. This one maybe ducking across, but is it holding on enough to count?
She's made 2.
Possibly. Just not quite having the weight to hold on past her own. Cross over Addy at least. Holding definitely 1, maybe 2. forehand or backhand here. You can't wait until they've lined up and already played the bowl, mate.
Well, I was trying to figure out what it was. I was going to say forehand. Turn up Addy's bowl.
Just don't know if he's got the weight to run all the way. Trying hard. Just ran out of legs. Cassidy, a big drive and picks up the shot next door. He now leads 16 shots to 7, just 5 away from taking home the inaugural under 13 singles title. Managed to sneak all the way through without touching anything. Nice wait for the shot, just over the draw. Both skips with 2 bowls to come on the second last end. What a piece, can go either way this one. Options for Nick Rowley, can turn his wing bowl in, can get back to the jack, is good. Just got to play more positive weight. Far away. Oh, turns Addy's bowl twice. It's definitely enough for a couple.
I'd say they're almost in for 3 shots after that one.
Bailey might have just dropped the weight this time around. Disappointed with that. Couple down, had options. Back to Nick Rowley. So what, you reckon holding 3?
I think so. Nick's bowl's a bit closer to jack high and just seems to be a bit more in the area.
Yeah, might be right. Can still afford to play similar sort of shot. Once again on the forehand here, no real danger.
He draws another.
Draws the shot. He might be right. Taya holding 4. Addy and Nick have picked up 1 multiple for the entire game. It was a 2 on end number 7. They currently hold on 4. And they still can't pick up a multiple. 4 singles in a row the way of Addy Ryan and Nick Rowley. They hit the lead. Once again, lead 10 shots to 9 going into the last end.
Definitely a very high chance of that extra end you're hoping for.
Average shots picked up in this game for Addy and Nick is 1.11 recurring. Average for Chloe and Bailey is only 1.8. That's helped by the 4 they picked up halfway through. The applause you can hear is for the under 13 singles final. It's absolutely kicking off over there a couple of rinks across. Some big bowls being played by both the boys. enjoying their time on the big stage. It's the final end of the mixed pairs final. Gets underway with Addie and Nick leading by 1 shot. On the last 4 ends in a row. Pretty fair reply needed from Chloe, not to be outdone. Draws the shot straight back.
Addie has had a change of hands. Just going under, but her weight's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm surprised she changed hands. I mean, that's what Nick called for. They got one with her first. Don't have to get the shot straight away. Gets him another one in the zone. Still the shot to be played for Addie here. Can turn her own down. Wants to probably miss through that bowl and through the jack this time. Turns Chloe's up, doesn't make it any worse. There's still a shot to be played for Nick. Playing nice arriving weight. Chloe still has one to come, her last bowl on what is the 15th and final end, unless Chloe and Bailey pick up a single. What weight's Nick going to play at this? Just arriving, trying to turn Addie's through, or is he going to play a bit more and try and get one of the bowls out? Get the jack in the ditch.
Just arriving onto Addie's, I would say.
He's played these shots pretty well all game as Nick Rowley. Doesn't look a mile away here either. Oh, just needs the right connection. Oh, it's missed underneath and sliced the jack. Not the result they were after. Still, 3 bowl pairs, has 2 left to fix things up. Still 2 down if you're Bailey Randell. You don't really want to open anything up or create a target. Oh, and if you can turn Chloe's bowl over on top of the line like that, that is just about perfect. Over to you, Nick Rowley, who now finds himself game down. And hey, not a lot to play at. Search up here on the forehand and try and open something up. He's got to get one of these pink bowls moving out of the head. If not, get the jack out into the open. I don't know if he's underplayed this or just tried to draw the shot. That's theirs on the way up.
Probably made it a little bit better for himself.
Trying to draw another shot. All right, Nick Rowley, Addie Ryan. The game down here. Two down at the head. That's their blue bowl on the way in. Come on, expert. This is your chance to tell us what he's going to play for the final time.
I think he's going to play his forehand onto the pinks. All he has to do is get one out. If he goes one down, it's okay. Doesn't want to drop a two.
Pretty good with his last. He faced a similar situation in the boys pairs final last night. Can he come up with something a bit better this time around? Just misses under, gets the wrong bowl. And in what has been an unbelievable game of bowls, it's Chloe SCHERGER and BAILEE Randell who come out on top with a mixed pairs title. 11 shots to 10. A quality game played in great spirit as always. All four know each other really well on and off the green. A tight, low-scoring affair. It looked that way before the game started, and it proved to be just that. 11 shots to 10. BAILEE Randell, Chloe SCHERGER, the winners. Taya, thanks very much for giving up a bit of your time. Enjoy the rest of the day. Still a couple more finals to come. We've got the girls singles up next after lunch, about 1:30. Proceedings will kick off, so make sure, don't go too far. Grab yourself a bit of lunch and we'll come back. Akasha Fortune and Maya Reeves, the girls singles final, up next here at Club Sunbury.